What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? And welcome to What's Up Wednesday. Give it up. What is going on, my man? PR Cowboys in the house tonight, man. And how you
Man,
feeling, man? It's been a while.
long time waiting, man, but we're back at it. I missed it, but with not a lot going on, we got more to talk about tonight, and it's much needed little break there, and then we're ready to rock and roll now.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, man, we got a lot going on too. So let's just kind of get into this, man. First of all, we want to say thank you to all the subscribers and all those that follow the Cowboy Huddle podcast. Again, we are continually growing. We are growing. We started with 6, now we're up to 6,000, pushing 7,000. Give it up. Yeah, man. So again, man, thank y'all for y'all support, man, and thank y'all for just being a part of this channel, man. Because I always say, Pete, without the support, man, we wouldn't be where we are today. So a big shout out to you guys. With that being said, so we're gonna get into a couple of topics today, man. We got some topics we want to talk about. We got Zach Martin retiring. We also got some money that's been freed up. We need to get into that. We also got Micah Parsons' contract. And we got some free agents out there, and then we'll get into some of this draft stuff, man. So, yeah. So with that being said, let's get right on into it. Let's see what we got. Somebody's already in the house. Lord Nova is in the house. Give it up for Lord Nova. What's up, Lord Nova? Yeah, man. He's holding it down up in Philly. I see he made it through Philly so far, man. I told you, give us a call if we got to come up there and represent. Yeah. But yeah, man. So here we are, man. We're getting ready. Things are taking place. We got Zach Martin right now. So let's get right into that story. So basically, what's been told, Pete. So I said Martin, who has decided to retire following an 11-year career that will likely end up in the Pro Bowl Hall of Fame, alludes to Jones' desire to, instead of draft then Texas A&M quarterback Johnny Manziel in the first round of 2024. Jones, okay, I'm going too far. So anyway, so let's just talk about, I'm not going to get into all that. But again, so we know that Zach Martin actually did 11 years with the Cowboys, Pete. Good grief.
Yeah, and man, thank you, Zach. I mean, 11 good years it was, and you were a big part of this offensive line of the things they were able to do. It's a shame that we didn't get further with you than what we should have, but man, we appreciate the time we had with you, man. Really appreciate it.
For sure, man. I mean, that's all we can do is give a big thank you to Zach Martin, man, for holding it down like he did. You know, he came in with Tyler Smith, Travis Frederick, and all those guys back in the Dez Bryant. And I had a chance to listen to his press conference, man, and he has really good things to say, man. But it's kind of just sounded like he was ready to retire. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it wasn't one of those speeches where all the tear jerkers and all that stuff. It was more like he read his letter and everything, and like he was more, he was okay with retiring, man. I mean, how did you see it?
Yeah, he was. It looked like he was just ready, and he knew it. It wasn't one of those things where he was forced to or anything like that. He went out on his own, and like you said, we saw it last year. He just wasn't really the same as he has been, and he just saw it himself, I think, and he said, "Oh, you know what? It's time." And good for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, I guess the body, that's the thing. Give it up to my guy. My guy hadn't seen in a while. Oh, Mr. Jeffrey Summers is in the house. Give it up for Jeffrey Summers. I know he got. Yeah, man, my coworker, man. I mean, we worked side by side. We had a great time, talking about the Cowboys, man. But so yeah, with that being said, man, it's unfortunate that he's not no longer going to be with us. But again, it's okay, right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So and I say that to say this, man, because we got so much out of Zach, man. We got so much out of Zach Martin, man. I mean, he was the last of the last of that solid offensive line that we had, man, before, man. So all we can do is say congratulations and thank you again, man. I mean, this guy, I mean, I mean, he did whatever was asked of him, man, to protect the quarterback, man, and even went on and talked about some of the players that he played with, and even the coaches. But again, man, that's one guy that you could depend on, and then have to worry about
Yeah.
watching the backside like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Uh, yeah. Also, hold on before we go any further. We got somebody else in the house. Let's give it up for Mr. Cowboy Champ. Give it up, Cowboy Champ. What's going on, man?
Hello, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
How's it
Oh
going,
man.
Cowboy Champ?
I did get y'all some.
There he is. All right, man. So we were just talking about a little bit about Zach Martin, man, and we're just giving thanks for his time, his contributions to the Cowboys. Felicia Collins says, "Good evening, fellas. Give it up." And I mean, what do you have to say if you have to speak to Zach right now? What would it be that you would tell him right now?
Man, I'll tell them on behalf of the Cowboy fans, we apologize that Jerry Jones misused your talent and not going to the Super Bowl. Because there's a lot of players that been with this team that Cowboys misused their talent.
Oh, of course, of course, of course. And I think too, Cowboy Champ, and that's another
All right.
thing, man.
Yeah.
I think that was another thing as well, man. I think when he gave his speech and everything, I think it was more of the unsatisfied uh mentality that he had, because I know it was more that he was looking for. But I guess you get to a point, it's like, okay, I pushed and pushed, so you know what, might as well just accept it. I'm retiring. So again, like I was telling PR Cowboy, it wasn't no one of those tearjerker press conferences. I mean, he was just basically sharing, and giving thanks and sharing his stories, his time with the Cowboys. Do you see anything like that, Cowboy Champ? You can hear us.
Mhm.
But yeah, again, man, like I said, we got to give props to Zach Martin, man, for what he brought to the table, man. Give it up one more time, man. Yeah, for real, man, for sure. So and what does that mean? Who fills that spot, Pete?
I mean, they look like they're bringing Brock Hoffman back, and Brock Hoffman did a good job while he was
Yeah,
there. You said it before. You can move Hoffman back to center. You can put BB that to his natural position. There's things that can be done there. I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, I think the offensive line played better as the season went along with Hoffman in there. Hoffman brings that nastiness to that O line. So I think it'll be fine. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I think it'll be okay. I'm not too worried about it.
I'm not either. I'm not either. I mean, I think my biggest concern would be Tyler Guyton getting up to
Yeah.
par. We got to get him up to par. And again, we don't know. I don't know much about this coaching staff, but it has yet to be seen what it look like. Aaron Hinkle's in the house. Give it up, Cowboy Nations. What's good? All right, appreciate you, Aaron, for coming in, stopping through, man, hanging out with us. Make sure you chime in and let us know your thoughts about the Cowboys tonight, man, because it's open discussion, straight barbershop talk. But I agree with you. Cowboy Champ, are you there? Well, he's patrolling. See that
Yeah,
this
he's
now.
patrolling.
Hey, I used to
Yeah.
say now, Pete. I used to say you was the multitasker, but I'm gonna tell you, Cowboy Champ.
Yeah,
He got
no.
the flashlight going, and he got the headsets on, and eating
and,
lunch at the same time. So
and he still puts the input in, man. He still gets the
yeah,
knowledge in, man. So
yeah,
yeah, you gotta
man.
give it up to him,
So
bro.
we got to respect that, man, because he's multitasking. So I'm sure he'll come back on. But again, I think the biggest thing, like you said, Brock Hoffman, man. Brock Hoffman definitely bring attitude to this front line. I love what he does. You know, he can get some things fired up out there on the field. So I think he'll fit in really, really well at that guard position, along with Cooper Beebe back at the center, Tyler Smith on the other side, and then we got Terrence Steele. But again, I think my biggest concern is Tyler Guyton, and can we get
Yeah,
him up to par? I mean,
yeah. I
I saw
mean,
you roll your eyes, brother.
no. I look. I'm going to. I like what they've done with the offense, with the coaching staff so far, and I think like if they are true to what they're saying, they want to run the ball. This is going to help Tyler Godden even more if you're going to commit to this run game. So I think, like I said, I'm not giving up on the kid right away, right now. Like I said, I think our former first round pick defensive tackle Mozzie. I think we gave up on him right away because he was on the third string, not even playing. But Tyler, at least he was playing some, so I'm not gonna give up on the kid right away. But like I said, with the new offensive coaching staff, I'm hoping that they can bring these guys up to par more faster.
Yeah.
Hey guys, give me about 15 minutes, okay?
Okay,
I
you're
got a little
fine.
bit. I'll be back.
No, handle
I'll
your
get back. I'll
business,
be back
brother.
in 15 minutes.
You got to keep
Okay.
everybody safe. Keep them safe.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, before I go any further, hold tight.
There it is. We're waiting for
Roxanne,
it.
you don't have to put on your red light. Hello, Roxanne. Give it up for Roxanne. Hey, it's this guy right here. This song. Thank you, Roxanne, for chiming in with us tonight. We got a lot of things going on tonight, man. We just talking about Zach Martin and giving him his props for in his time served here with the Cowboys. But moving on, we do have a solid front line. I think we'll be okay with these new coaches. We just have to wait and see what that looks like, right, Pete? We just have to see what these
Yeah.
coaches got to bring to the table.
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, I got to get right on to this next one, man. So let's talk about this here real quick. Wait a
He
minute.
would have watched it.
This is what happened when you have salary cap space and you have a coach that's trying to win to match up a player with his rookie of the year quarterback,
Mhm.
Debo Samuel, to Washington.
But let's not also forget the GM in place of making these a fifth round pick for Debo Washington when our GM gave up a fourth round pick for Mingo. So let's not forget this. Look, this little break has got me like like, hey, I've accepted where we're at. Like I put my support behind Jerry. He's our GM. I'm going to support the guy. Schottenheimer's our coach. I'm going to support the guy. It is what it is, right? But then when this comes out, it just relights the fire in you.
Oh my gosh, it's always something. How did we not see this? How did we not see this, Pete? How did we not know that we could have got this guy for a fifth round?
It's not calling. It's not doing your due diligence. That's what it is.
I know. Well, you know how it goes when you in the nursing home. They put you to sleep, a little early. So I don't know. Maybe, the lights go out pretty early, man. I don't know. We got a couple of comments here. Let's see. Yeah. So this is what was said as well. Let me see. EA Trail says for less than me, man, for less. And Mingo, I don't even know what that was. I have no idea what that was about, brother. I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if Mingo doesn't make the team this year.
oh my gosh, don't say that. And that's why they're going to probably do some finagling, man. Aaron has something to say. He said, "Yeah, Debo to Washington is crazy, but I think we will be okay. We have a solid defense."
And here's the thing, G. I'm not worried about Washington getting a Debo Samuel and this and that. It's
Play him
just
twice.
it's yes, I get that, but it's the fact of what they're giving up and what we've done as the front office. That's what bothers us the most. I think.
But yeah,
Like we're gonna play who we're gonna play on the schedule, regardless. These guys are gonna have
yeah,
talent. You're just gonna have to match up, but it's just it's the price you give up for something like this. It's crazy.
yeah. Exactly. Aaron also said, "I don't think we should be worried about it, though." Okay, give it up. So Cowboy Champ, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
So the question is, you see that right there? What do you think about that?
Um, Debo can't run routes because we've seen that. He's on the downside of his career, and plus that about him trading for a fifth round pick.
Yeah,
That count $21 million to the Washington Commanders. They're eating up $21 million of that contract.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people are not talking about. Yeah,
Okay.
I know they talking about the Cowboys wasted a fourth round pick on Mingo,
Hmm.
which I still believe it was a wasted pick. But ain't a
Yeah,
big deal.
it's still, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the thing. It's just a wasted. It's we gave him a fourth for Trey Lance. He's not coming back. We gave him a fourth
Hmm.
for Mingo, which, like I said, I don't know if he's like the fifth best receiver on the team. So like that's just it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. We got somebody else in the house. He said, Patrick Ryder, my fire starter's in the house. Give it up for Patrick Ryder. What's up, Cowboy Nation? That's what he said, man. You know us, man. We sitting up here trying to figure it out, man. So appreciate you guys coming in and ladies coming in tonight, man. And we'd love to hear your comments and what you guys think about this Cowboy team and where we are right now. So we're just basically playing catch up. So again, like Cowboy Champs said, he's not really worried about it because there is some ties that comes along with bringing Debo. But my biggest deal is we have to play him twice. So but again, I don't know about you guys, but this motivates me to where we need to make some moves. I don't know. I mean, is that how y'all feel?
Yeah.
Well,
No. Go ahead, Chad.
okay. Uh, Me personally, they should be making moves, but we got to remember now we got the Jones boys, and then you remember the comment that Steven said they're going to be proactive in free agents.
Mm-hmm.
That means sign their own free agents.
That's so true. That's
So
so
Which
now
they've done.
I would be shocked March the 15th if the Cowboys sign anybody that first day. I would be shocked. I would actually go on my channel and say I apologize to the Jerry and Stephen Jones.
So real quick, Cowboy Champ, while you talk about your channel, where can everybody find you at, brother?
I got my one channel is Cowboy Champs, but right now it's called the Clown Boys because of Jerry and Steven.
Okay.
And I have a parody channel called Dackaronis.
The
Yeah,
macaroni. I saw that
yeah,
commercial, that little piece you put together, man.
yeah, Dackaronis. So that just a little something I'm doing just
what
for a little fun.
Okay,
what
we can
days you do
find you on
that,
this.
champ?
Huh?
What days you do that on?
You see what days?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I just post anytime. Normally on Fridays, I be on Phil Court channel for Freaky Fridays, or sometimes on Saturdays, we be on Cowboys Corner
Great.
for talking crazy. Sometimes
Yes,
now,
sir.
every once in a while, I'll get on myself.
Okay, that's what's up. So
Yeah.
while we're talking about that, so guys, we already know Dallas has restructured contracts. Give it up. So I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys have heard, but we know that. Let me pull this up so we'll be on point with what's going on. So first of all, we got to talk about Osa Digazua. Basically, he has signed his contract, so it's an $80 million deal, which includes a $58 million guarantee and a $20 million signing bonus. But along with that, we also restructured CD Lamb, right? I think it was, yeah, CD
Mm.
Lamb. We restructured his contract and also restructured Dak Prescott, so which gives us almost $60 million in cap space, but there is also another 18 million that's going to roll over that we did not use.
Mm-hmm.
So, which that's really really great. That puts us up there almost. And if we go ahead and extend Micah, guys, if we go ahead and extend Micah, we can probably end up having about like almost $75 million. So, how y'all feeling about that? Starting with you, Pete. How you feeling about the possibilities of this money that's going to be just thrown around?
I mean, show me what you're gonna do with it, right? Show me
Ooh,
what you're gonna do with it. I mean, look, we can sit here and talk about, hey, this is gonna put us on Cap Hill later on, whatever the case may be. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about right now, and we should have been worried about right now for the last 3 or 4 years about
yeah,
getting some players and helping build this roster even more. So, like Cowboy Champ said, I've heard Steven say, I've heard him say selective of
yeah,
aggressiveness in the free agency. So whatever you want to take, with that.
Not selective aggressive. Wait a minute.
Yeah. So uh, I guess if you want to look at the good news is they've already started. I mean, I remember last year we started off season by signing our long snapper. So at least they started with a guy that starts on this team and contributes. So they started with that. Looks like they're talking to Micah's people already too. So yeah, just show me something, man. Show me that you're going to try to put a roster together because you're behind the eight ball, man. Like you have been. So we
Yeah,
have to you have to do something here and fill these holes in free agency as long as we'll with the draft. What we've said for the last couple of years, you have to combine both. You have to find that medium line where you can combine both to make a good team, and
yeah.
you can't just depend on one or the other.
Well, it to me it feels like we done hit the lottery. I don't know, Cowboys champ. What do you think? It just seems like, man, that's money that's needed that we can actually maneuver. We can got some wiggle room. What do you think, Cowboys champ?
Well, my thing is with Osa, you should have never gave him that money because see, you paying $20 million for defensive tackle who only got 4.5 sacks. Because also he's there in the beginning of the year, but towards the end he disappeared. Now I don't have a problem signing him 8 to 10 million per year because this draft, man, you gonna find you some good defensive tackles in this draft.
Oh my God.
You are.
Yeah,
Now
so
with Micah, don't get him done early. Just get him done early.
yeah.
Stop
Well,
waiting
yeah,
till the last
yeah.
minute.
I would think so too, Cowboys champ, because I think he's due. What is he? He's due 24 million in 2025. So if you get him extended, that'll come down.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think this is something that they probably will do, get him done. But again, like you say, man, yeah, there are going to be a lot of a hell of a defensive tackles, and I hate that we're saying this again because we've been trying defensive tackles for the last 3 years,
it's
and here
it's
we
it's
are.
it's almost like the Belichick years when they kept on trying to draft receiver, and they could not get
Uh,
it right. Well, the same
And,
way with the
and
defense.
you know what, man? You know what? There is tackle I've been looking at from Kentucky, 6'7",
yeah.
350 pounds.
Oh, what's his name? God
I
Almighty,
can't.
I know
I don't know his name, but he's from Kentucky, man.
it's several out there. One from
It
Kentucky.
man,
Yeah.
it there.
Go ahead.
You're right. There are several defensive tackles and defensive ends.
Yeah, yeah. So, but it is what it is. That's where we are. We got Osa for another 4 years. That's what we got. Hey, let me get in some of these comments. I don't want to miss anybody's comments. So, let's see. Aaron says Cliff Kingsbury doesn't scare me. That all, and not disrespecting the Commanders, but they won't be the same next year. Ooh, I don't know. Uh, here's the one. Somebody said. Patrick Ryder said. Jerry's going to do something big. Trade for Metcalf. Ooh, ooh.
No,
Lord Nova said, yeah, I would try to like to get Metcalf. I don't know if we can, man, because I mean he has that huge contract, you know.
The other thing too is we've already, like I said, we already limited with the picks we got, and we need the picks we have. And you've already given
Yeah.
up a fourth rounder. I could see that if
exactly.
you didn't do the fourth rounder for Mingo last year, but you did that, so you need the picks that we have to fill in some more holes. We can't. And like I said, I'm all for trading back again once again this year and picking up more picks. So
Well, and
And
now
you know
that you
what?
say,
I'd rather have Tyler Lockett because he's out there.
oh, dude, I'm tired of I'm tired of little bitty receivers, man. We need a 6'3", 6'4". We got about 9 slot receivers, dude. We need a big body on it. I understand what you're saying, but dude, we need a 6'3", 6'4" guy, a true X receiver out there, which I think we can receive. But I wanted to say this before we get into um, the Cowboys also talking about putting a second round tier on Cavante Turpin or something. You guys hear
hmm
about that?
yeah,
So
they
Yes, I
basically
did.
did.
that could
Yeah.
open up 2 second-round picks, and I mean, we can still trade back, but if that happens, man, that opens up the door to doing some great things in the draft. Yeah, do y'all
Yeah.
agree?
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
had a real GM, yes.
But
So man, I'm like, I hate to burst this bubble, but the past 2 years, how did you mess up the first round for the 2 consecutive years? You mess up the first round.
Yeah, that's so
yeah,
true. What
we
you
just
got?
gotta look. No, I'm just saying, and you know, the history is there. Cowboys champs, right? But we're just trying to go into it like, hey, the slate is
Fresh.
clean,
Yes,
fresh,
it is
and,
clean.
and we're trying to hope for the best right here. So,
Yeah.
like, let's see what we
Yeah,
can do.
that's what we can do. I'll hope for the best.
Yeah,
So EA, wait a minute, I don't want to get that one. EA said we'll be in cap hell in a few years. Have to be aggressive in this
this
short
short
window,
window. Yes,
or it be for
yes,
nothing. Give it up for
yes.
EA. That's right. That is
Correct.
so true because we're gonna carry these guys. Now that we done made these adjustments, these guys are gonna be around for a
Yeah.
while.
So we have to be super aggressive right now.
Yeah. So what did he say? What did he call it? What did Jerry call it? V.
Stephen, about the selective aggressiveness
Yeah,
being,
selective
Yeah.
aggressive.
yeah.
But you know what
I
that
just,
is, right?
I'm just tired when that guy speaks every time now.
Oh my God!
I'm tired.
Me
Listen,
too, man.
what you guys forget what it is. Do I have to remind you what it is? It's called ambiguity. Give it up.
Yeah, there's ambiguity.
Oh my gosh. I don't even like listen to him, man, anymore. Just
Look, we know Jerry's going to say crazy stuff, right? Whatever. Jerry says stuff, whatever. It kind of comes and goes. But when Steven says something, I just cannot stand hearing the man talk anymore.
yeah, I know it, man. I can't do it. I mean, again, I keep saying, as long as we got two businessmen making coaching decisions, we'll never win again. But here's something Aaron had a comment he made. He said, I'm mad that they just now realize Philly is better than us. They've been beating us up since Donovan McNabb. Because remember, he took Philly to the Super Bowl as well as Andy Reid. Yeah, that's so true. Give it up for Aaron. Yeah. Uh, okay. Lord Nova says Lockett. No, I'll pass. DK is better. Yeah. Yeah, I like Lockett, but man, we got Cavante Turpin. We got Brandon Cook. We had Brandon Cook. He's a slot receiver. We got Jalen Tolbert. He's a slot receiver. And really and truly, CD is that's basically his natural position is the slot. But but I
Thank
personally, I want a 6'3", 6'4" guy. What you got?
That,
What you got, Cowboys
go
champ?
Okay,
ahead.
I got to defend my statement.
All right.
Okay, if you look, see, to me, DK Metcalf, his game is kind of, to me, is similar to Biz. And when you have a quarterback like Dak Prescott cannot throw the receiver open. That's why with Tyler Lockett, he is a good route runner, and that's what you need
Yeah.
with Dakota because, again, he's not going to throw no receiver open.
And
Well,
if
And
you
you
look
talk
at
about
if you look
Dak
at
Friendly, there you go, right there.
And if you look at past seasons, and you kind of hit it right there, champ, where when he had Cooper was a good route runner, or a Cole Beasley that can the little shifty receivers that can get open for a safety blanket. It was a little bit better. And I get your point too. Do you want that big guy that can go up and make contested catches? It's just this give and take. But we do need. Like you said, Tolbert. Yeah, okay, you can call him a slot guy, but once again, he doesn't really create separation. And then we do need a guy that can do that.
yeah.
That can create that separation.
Yeah, that's so true, man. I mean, and again, I think there's a lot of players that's going to be in the draft that you can go on. I think I did a show a couple of weeks ago about 3 receivers that we should be looking at, along with 3 running backs. But yeah, there's some avenues. So what do you guys think if it was possible? Would you bring Stephon Diggs to Dallas?
That's another.
No,
No, that's another thing. That's another one that, like I said, you should have done 3, 4 years ago. I mean, like those are
Yeah,
just moves. Like this is another guy. I, at that point, like I said, the DK Metcalf and the Cooper Cup deal. is like you have to give up something to get those guys unless they get released at some point, right? You're going to wait. I mean, do you look at a Devontae guy that's
Man,
already been released? Like, not, I know he's going to want big money, but like, do you give him a 2 year contract with some pretty good money in there? I don't, there's, I think free agency is going to do a lot of telling of what we're going to go into the draft and do, depending on
Mhm.
what they actually do here in free agency.
Right, right. What are we gonna say, Cowboys champ? Yes, yeah. Um,
no, I was saying that I'm kind of sick of the digs, brothers. Imagine Stephon coming here with this cowboy culture. He's gonna be worse than anybody. Him and his brother.
well, we know it.
Nah, I pass on that.
Yeah, we know it.
I
We know what
pass on it.
You know what Trayvon called Dak. So Dak will be catching hell on both sides of the ball, man. You ask me. So,
Yep.
but anyway, since we're there, so we got all this money rolling around, man. So let's talk about these 2025 free agents. There's some out there, man. I mean, do you guys know of anybody that you would think that you could probably use this money towards to bring to the team? I mean, or what position would you look at with with the opportunities that you have out there with these free agents, Pete?
I haven't took a look at the top free agents, but like you said, if you did something like if you're looking, if you weren't going to go first round and wide receiver in the draft, maybe bringing in a Devontae because he's already a free agent. You can see what he can cost. Like you said, we got some money freed up. Why not? If you can look at one of the top safeties that's out there, or another linebacker for for security because we need linebacker help. So there's
Mm,
there's plenty of things you can go with here. Like I said, I haven't really looked at the players on the list right now. I know Devontae is one of the big names out there, but like Cowboys champ, are we going to make a move? That's going to be a first day move, or are we going to do that, or are we going to, like I said, this selective aggressiveness, whatever that means, second day, third day, whatever the case may be. I mean, why not go get another defensive tackle to put next to OC? I mean, we know we need to shore up the run. I think if I'm looking free agency, I think I'm looking probably linebacker or safety would be my biggest one of those two.
right, right, right,
Yeah.
right. Hey, boy, Champ, what would you do? I mean, we're talking about the free agent in 2025. I mean, what position are you focusing on?
If they can't get a left tackle in the draft, try to get one in free agency.
Yeah, I get.
Or
I get. Go ahead.
or maybe yet, I would move Tyler Smith to left tackle and try to find me a left guard in the draft. And at the same time, I'm looking at what safeties out there that I can put back there, and like I said, some more depth on the defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think that's
Now,
that. Mhm.
that's what they need.
Yeah. Uh, I agree with you on that, man, because now that we're thinking about it, the linebacker is going because I don't even know if Eric Kendrick is even going to come back next year. I'm not sure. That's one of Mike Zimmer's guys. So we know we got Luafau, we have Clark, Damone Clark, and a few others. We don't again because we don't know these coaches. We don't know how they're going to run this defense. We don't know anything about the coaches, but we just making assumptions, just because we're fans. So yeah, I agree with you, Pete. I think I would have to look at the linebacker position, as far as if we were to bring. But there's a lot. And Cowboys champ, I'm gonna say this. I think because they freed up so much money, they're gonna have to do something. They can't sit on this money. They just got 18 million more, 18 million more of the money that rolled over into their salaries. So, and then you just restructured Dax and CDs, and then if you extend Micah, that's a lot of money. That's almost 75, 77 million dollars that can be, thrown around. So I really think they know they need to do something this year because what we saw last year just didn't work, right?
Yeah, but know what deal is? Be smart.
Yeah.
Whatever defensive scheme that they're going to run, get the players to fit the scheme. If you're going
Hmm.
to be honest, I still say I do not want Dak throwing the ball about more than 30 times a game. Uh, Draft a running back, and if there's any running back that's in the free agency that you want to bring in, do that. But keep the ability from Dak from making a mistake away from him.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you listen to Schottenheimer's interview, I mean, if he holds true to it, is like, remember he said he got in trouble for the whole let Russ cook. Remember, right? It was the whole like Russell Wilson let him cook when they were a running football team, and that's what they should have been doing. So hopefully he holds true and he brings the offense corner that they brought in from Arizona. Hopefully that's what they're gonna build this team around and get back to that. Like, hey, we know we're gonna run the ball, but we're still gonna run it at you.
Yeah. This is a
Best
good.
statement of tonight.
I think so too, cause and it just went over my head too, Cowboy champ. But yeah, we got issues at the cornerback position, man. So Aaron just said, I think now that Osa is done, we should see about a cornerback. Cause what are we gonna do? Yeah, cause we don't know what we're gonna do with Diggs, man. Diggs is not gonna be ready. So this is I like Josh Butler, but again, each player fits a scheme. Cause when when before Mike Zimmer. Dan Quinn didn't use Josh Butler, but Josh Butler fit in Mike Zimmer's scheme. So we don't know as far as Eberflus. We don't know what type of cornerback he's looking for. So, Aaron, that's a definitely a good comment right there. What's up, Cowboy champ?
Got a question. Would y'all if Shiloh is there in the fifth or sixth round, Shiloh Sanders, the safety, would y'all draft him?
Yeah, got no problem. Yeah,
Fifth, sixth round, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think he'll go
Cause
before
man,
he might go before six. I think he'll go before six, but but there is a lot out there. But yeah, if he's sitting there at six, yeah, I bring him in.
Yeah.
Let me get to another one real quick. EA said I wouldn't mind stealing the DT from the Eagles. You talking about
Milton
Sweat?
Williams.
Is it
No,
Sweat
Milton
or
Williams.
Milton?
Milton Williams. Yeah,
Milton
Milton.
Williams. Yeah.
Milton Williams, yeah, that's a big boy.
Yeah.
It might
Yeah.
happen. It might happen.
No.
I mean, we got to be aggressive, man. I mean, if we got to take players from other teams, hey, that's so damn it, be it. So be it. So, Aaron also said he has another comment. He said, don't count our rookie left tackle from last year. He would be better. Yeah, and I think he will. I think
I think
talking about
so.
Tyler Guyton.
I think
So,
so.
yeah, let me
I
get. We
think.
got
I
one
think.
more.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
Let's get this one in real quick. I'm unsure if Swift is a fit in Chicago. Would you trade a six for DeAndre Swift?
I
No,
don't think so. No, I don't think so.
no.
I think there's too many running backs in this draft that you can
Yes,
get, and then plus you can like Cowboy Champ, you can bring in a free agency like a Nick Chubb or something that go along with the rookie, or even bring back Rico back,
yeah,
whatever the
bring
case may
Rico.
be. Yeah. So like I'm not. No, I wouldn't do that. No.
Yeah, you bring Rico, sign him for about 5 million, and draft you a running back. I would love to see Omari and Hampton or
No, that
uh,
boy.
I would like to see Judkins or Henderson. I mean, those are my three. I don't know. What do you think, Cowboy Champ?
I like Hampton. I like Hampton more than I like Genty.
Hmm. Yeah.
And this
Hampton, I think
I'm
Hampton, he would
glad
work
y'all
better
brought
with
that.
this team.
This is gonna bring some great barbershop talk. Now, I said this about Genty, man. I understand, man. And I've been looking at quarterback. Ooh, we're gonna talk about that too. But listen, Genty, I understand he's this guy. He's the face of the running backs in football, the football world. But man, when I looked at and this is just me, guys. I look at the strength of schedule. Just like we talked about Deuce Vaughn. I kept telling some guys before, they said, oh man, he ran for 1,200 yards 2 years in a row. And
Big 12.
that's big, yeah, that's Big 12. So, and I'm looking at Boise State. And when I looked at the schedule, Cowboy Champ, there was only one Power 5 team that they played, and it was Oregon. Does that carry
It,
any weight, or does that alter the the
um,
the
Oh man,
the division.
they carry a lot of weight. They carry a lot of weight because for one, like you said, it's Big 12. I mean, because uh, Boise State is playing like Idaho State, these smaller schools. And for his size, he do have a lot of miles on him,
A lot of
Yeah.
miles.
especially his senior
Look,
year. That's a
and
lot of
nothing
miles, and
and nothing gets
you expect a 5'8", that small running back to be your every down running back. Let's see how that play out.
and look, nothing against the kid. I think he'll do fine in NFL. Like I'm not betting against the kid. Just my preference is I think Omari Hampton. And I saw the comment that Omari won't be there at 44. That's why I don't mind if you trade back to 15, 18, whatever the case may be, and you still get Omari and Hampton there. You can
Yeah,
say what you want. You can say what you want to say. Oh, he's a second. Hey, Detroit didn't care where Jamar Gibbs. We did. We were surprised when Detroit took Jamar Gibbs, and they took him.
you
Right?
know
They
how
didn't
I
care.
felt about that, man.
Go get your guy, and who cares what everybody else thinks?
Exactly. That's so true. Aaron says, "Nah, Cowboy champ, they get a receiver to take pressure off CD Ferguson would be better than and threat running back Dak." Okay, and I understand. That's exactly what he's saying. We do need a receiver to complement CD. So true. But we also need a running back to complement Dak.
Yes, and if you look at the coaching staff, if you look at what Schottenheimer, what they have done, if they stick true to what they're telling us, the running back position is going to be more important to us this year.
It has to be.
So this is where I feel like running back should be the pick.
The running back is going to have to be it's going to be key, man, because reason being, I'm just saying Dak is going to be limited. Dak is
Mhm.
not going to be that guy that's going to run out their pocket. It's just I don't see that happening. So they're going to have to protect Dak. There's going to be a lot of quick release passes, and they're going to definitely need a running game. Now, what I can say about this coach that comes from Cardinals, now he does a lot of pulling and he does a lot of cross blocking and things like that to open up the running lanes for the running back. So that's going to be something to see. But again, yeah, he's going to have to create a running game for Dak this year. So yeah, that's something to think about, man, for sure. But again, DeAndre Swift, nah, I don't think
Yeah,
we have
I'll
to go
pass.
there.
I don't think you have to go there. Like you said, I think it could be Rico got it going as when they started committing to the run finally. And if you brought him back on cheaper and you draft you a guy, those are your guys right there. You're fine right there. And like I
So
said, even if you waited till the second round and you took the kid from Iowa, I think he's my third best
yeah,
running back that I like too. So
Caleb,
yeah, yeah,
Caleb Johnson, I believe that's his name. Yeah,
yeah.
but so and there's a plethora of running backs out there. Like I said, I would love to see have Junkins up here. I would love to have Henderson from Ohio State here, and something like that. But let me ask this question. Now, this is a question, man. We know that Cooper Rush is gone. We can't even reach out. We can He's not even answering our calls anymore.
No,
And I think that goes
no.
the same for Trey Lance. They done probably blocked Jerry Jones' number.
I don't blame him. I don't blame the guy.
So with that being said, Pete,
Yeah, I know where you're going with it.
We have no backup quarterback.
Yeah,
There's
and
so what are we gonna do? Gonna go get a 36-year-old quarterback out there? I mean, what are you doing for a quarterback? What are you gonna do, brother? Tell everybody,
this
fill
what
everybody in.
this what makes it that second round pick very intriguing this year. This makes this very intriguing because at one point we know we need players to fill some holes,
Yeah,
but at the other point, backup quarterback is a hole. Dak Prescott's got about 3 or 4 years left on the deal. This is an opportunity. If you really like a guy, do you go get him? Does he, sit behind or who knows with Dak injuries? Does he get a chance earlier? We don't know. And this is where just my theory here in this thing is where I keep on saying trade back to get more picks. This is where I can see this playing a point. If you trade back, you know what the trade back's for. You can still stay in the team. You get your running back right. You still get your running back right there. You have an extra pick. Jackson Dart from Ole Miss is the one that I like. Now, there's a lot of buzz going around this kid, and I feel like this kid's going to go late in the first round to one of
Yeah,
those teams. You might have to
yeah,
move back up if you want him. That's what's going to be very intriguing when we get to the late first round, early second round of what's going to happen with this kid. But like I said, if they don't, I can see them still taking somebody in the fourth round, fifth round, or something like that. But I rather, like I said, I don't want to do that. So
yeah. I don't think I really don't think Jackson Dart. I'm right there with you on that one, brother. This boy is Jackson Dart. I love Jackson Dart. This guy has accuracy out of this world. But I really don't think he's going to last to the second round because I know we're not going to get a quarterback in the first round. That's not going to happen.
no, no,
That'd
it's
be
not gonna
crazy
happen.
to do something like that. But matter of fact, Dallas did interview Jackson Dart. He had a chance to talk to him, but they also had a chance to talk to this other kid, man. And everybody needs to pull this guy up. I did a video on him as well. His name is Seth Harrigan out of Kentucky. He's a baller as well. He's about 6'5", 212 pounds, something like that. He's a straight ball. And then the other guy, this guy here, man, is a minute. I'm not gonna say a miniature, but a rookie, Josh Allen. His name is Brady Cook out of Missouri. Oh
Hmm.
my gosh, guys! If you have not seen Brady Cook or Seth Harrigan, please go pull them up. But this would be a great pick. Again, this is what I said, Pete. I said this is the year that we have to go get skill players.
Yeah,
Go get skill players.
yeah,
It's okay. If you want to get a receiver in the first round, get a receiver in the first round. I don't care.
yeah,
You got all
yeah,
this free money, and let's bring the veterans in under the cap money that we have. But
yeah,
go out there and build your team. And you want to get T Mac from Arizona, go get T Mac if he falls that far
yeah,
down, or
yeah,
whoever the guys that they have out there. And then you turn around. If you just think if you get the two second round picks. Oh my God,
yeah,
I'm going for 3 skill players.
yeah.
I'm getting
No, yeah, I'm with you.
my quarterback, man.
I'm with you.
So
I'm with you.
it's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there's a lot of possibilities. This second round pick is going. Like we're interested in what we're going to pick first, right? But the second round is what's very intriguing to me this year
Yeah,
because, like we said, there's so many. I like Watts, the safety for Notre Dame, that could be there in the second round. I like, there's this a plethora of picks there that, like, man, which way? But like you said, if you get extra second round pick, then there's just like so much you can do here. And like you said, and we have to everybody has to be really considering this quarterback going in the top three. We're not going to go first round. We know that. First
no,
round, we're going to get it.
no.
But second, third round, whatever the case may be, like you said, I think that's where you're probably going to see that where we possibly do take one. And Jerry Steven, even though as much as I hate to hear him talk, he has said this too about taking the quarterback in this year's draft as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's why we have to be very, very smart in this second round, man. I mean, I know it's a such thing as the best player available, but we got to go with our needs. And right now, man, we got to get somebody that's going to complement CeeDee Lamb. We have to get somebody on that other side that's going to
Yeah.
complement CeeDee Lamb. We got to get a running game that's going to complement that. If we don't do that, it's a failure.
And that's
Um,
why I think it's very telling in the free agency. If they do go get a receiver in free agency to complement CD, then that affords you to. I mean, third round pick, you could get the receiver from Iowa too. There's some other receivers you can get in the third round as well. So that allows you to do more with those first 2 rounds there. If you do what you need to do in free agency.
So basically, there's no excuses, man. That's basically what it sounds like with with your draft picks you got coming up, and with this money you free to, man, you can build your championship team if you ask me. Aaron has something to say. Justin Fields is a free agent that who they need to go get. I don't know. I just think Justin kind of reminds me of Trey.
Yeah, I think what he's in his 6th year now. I believe, if I remember right, it feels this is the
Yeah,
fifth or sixth year already. So I feel like he's had his opportunities there as well. I don't know. Like I said, I really think they're just going to draft a guy. And what's wrong with the guy if he sits a whole 3 years behind Dak Prescott? I don't see nothing wrong with that.
no, there's nothing wrong with it. But but again, but what it is though, what it is, Pete, it's a security blanket because we don't know what the future holds for Dak. Will Dak make it through the whole season? We don't need another 36-year-old quarterback coming from Tampa Bay or somewhere, and we want him to. This would be, and what I said, if we do go get a quarterback in the second round, and God forbid anything happens to Dak, but if something was to happen, you give this rookie a chance to come in. And now what that does, it gives you hope knowing that you got this backup quarterback
Yeah,
sitting
as
there.
a young kid here.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got this young kid that's going to complement Dak, and now we're going to the next 2 years or 3 years knowing this kid is
yeah.
there. But I just think that's a safe move. Andy said draft a receiver. You can't go wrong with drafting a
Can't go
receiver.
wrong.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, like I
Again,
said, there's some different ways you can play this game, this draft. Now, like I said, we need to get through free agency to see. We'll have more of a telltale sign, I think, of what we'll do in the draft.
no. Yeah, Aaron, I don't think no. Sanders would not be there at 44.
Uh,
That's not going to happen. I understand
yeah,
a lot of people having problems with him, but he's his daddy's son.
yeah,
He's his daddy's son. Everybody has this problem because he got this ego. He went up. He's his daddy's son. I mean,
yeah.
he's going to act just like his dad, but he just is an individual with confidence that feels good about himself. But I just don't think he'll be there. No, he would not be there at 44. I see him going probably to the Raiders if you ask me.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's plenty of teams that need quarterbacks before us. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
All right, JVS21 is in the house. Give it up, my man is in the house. What's up? He said Tyler Lockett was just released and has experience with Shoddy and the in his yeah in the X. Damn, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Is he an
yeah.
X receiver?
Now he played it in his offense before. Remember before they even had DK Metcalf. But I didn't take that into consideration. So he did play with Shoddy, and that's something you have to look out for as well. But it's just almost like, man, almost it feels like a Brandon Cooks move all over again if you do it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
know it.
that's just what it feels to me.
But only thing I
But
can say, the thing I can say, excuse me about that, Pete. But the only thing I can say, this is not Mike McCarthy's offense.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
no.
only thing I can
Only
say.
thing is,
And hopefully this is something different. All right, give it up for my guy. Our guy. Look who's in the house. Give it up. Chip Gang
yeah,
Sport TV. You're rocking with the best. You're rocking with the best. Salute. That's my guy, man. That's another busy man. Hey man, we see you, man. Just make sure you hold it down on that East Coast for us, man, and keep representing them boys for us, brother. But yeah, you can't go wrong in either way, man. You have to have somebody that's going to complement CD Lamb. I mean, we got to get a true X receiver. If we can get in the draft, we can get it. We can get it in free agency. Either
yeah,
way, so there's really no excuse. What you have when you have this $18 million rolling over to your salary cap, then you have an opportunity to stretch Micah Parson out to lower his salary for this year. So you got end up with almost $76 million in cap space, dude. There's no excuse. There's
no.
no excuse. So
There's none. I mean, like I mean, do you take? I know Keenan Allen's a little older in the tooth. Do you bring a guy like that back that he does know how to get open? A guy like that, why you draft a young receiver to come in to,
yeah,
learn. You know what? There's different ways to play this thing. And look, I'm like you said, I'm with you as long as we have to take skill players with the first couple rounds, and
yeah,
that's just where it is, where we're
yeah.
at.
We got to get skilled players. I mean, unless you got some, but if you go get a experienced, top notch receiver or running back in free agent, it's gonna cost you money.
Yeah,
It's gonna cost you money. You can't go out
yeah,
there and just, you know,
but like we said, we have to be with the money we have. We're going to be in cap hell in a few years. Be aggressive, go get those
That's
guys
right. Be
and
aggressive.
just win out. Yeah,
So the draft is going to have to mesh with the free agency. They got to figure this thing out, man. They better not mess this up. So they better not mess this up. So what we're gonna do this time, Pete, this time we're gonna probably just watch the first round this year when we do watch the
we,
draft. We're gonna probably do
at least we pick earlier this year. Now, remember last year we picked late. We traded back to the end of the
yeah,
draft. So.
yeah, we did. We'll see how it goes, but if we can't keep Chip on too long, man. He get
Oh
Oh,
man.
but anyway, hey, so anyway, man, that's what we stand right now, man, and this is what we got going on. So, that's some good news for the Cowboys, knowing that we got these draft picks. We can also put Cavante Turpin as a second tier, or something I forget what they call it,
Yeah.
second tier. So we'll get a second round pick for him if we put him up on that second round tier, something like that. Let's get one more right quick. Oh, look at here.
uh,
Oh, little
uh,
inside joke. What he say? What he say? I'll be up this.
hey, ready to do it again this year, Chip? We ready, buddy. You already know.
You good with us, brother? You on the east? You on that East Coast time, man? So that's really late, man. One more. Patrick Ryder said, draft the linebacker from Georgia. We need a linebacker. Yeah, you can. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't
Yeah.
hurt. I mean, depending. I just don't know what this defense is going to look like. I don't know nothing about these guys, man. So
Yeah, we don't know, but like I said, as far as the Matt Eberflus, I'm excited to see him. I'm not like I said. I think our question has been like what Schottenheimer's going to be as a head coach is our main question. But
yeah,
like as far as them putting the staff around him, I've liked what they've done of putting the staff
yeah.
around him so far. So
They went a
that
lot
that's
younger too. They got some young
yeah.
guys in there. So yeah, that's a good deal, man. So yeah, man. So hey, that's where we are, man. We are welcome. Hey, welcome back to What's Up Wednesday. We had took a little time off to get some things together. Like I said, we don't want to just get on here and just for clickbait. We want to be able to bring you some news that you can use. So, Pete, man, again, thank you, man, again for hanging out with me as well, like you always do, man, and everybody that's on here. Aaron, Andy, we had Lord Nova, we have JVS21, EA was in the
EA
house,
Pro. Yeah,
Ariel was in the house. Who else?
don't forget
Pat,
Roxanne.
Patrick Ryder was in the house. Chip Game Sport TV. You're rocking with the best. Give it up. But everybody, y'all, thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. So y'all continue to chime in and continue to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share the video. And with that being said, we ain't gonna hold y'all any longer. But man, again, appreciate y'all. And any last words, Pete? You got any last words?
No, hey, I feel like we're off to a little bit better off season than we were a year ago. So I'm a little bit, a little bit more excited with what we got. Just remember, no matter if you don't like what our quarterback, you don't like our head coach, this is what we have. We got to put our support behind these guys and got to roll with it.
Yeah, yeah. Again, man, I say the same thing. There's one thing about this podcast here. It's straight barbershop talk. So, we're not apologetic for anything that we say is barbershop talk. You guys know how the conversation goes in the barbershop. So this is what we have on the podcast. So again, appreciate you guys' comments tonight. Appreciate everybody's input. Again, man, just continue to stick around. We got something coming up on Saturday. We got Saturday sit down with your guy G, the number one Cowboy fan. Then we got mic'd up Monday night. Monday night mic'd up. So we got some things going on. So check us out. Pete, where can they find you on TikTok?
We have PR Cowboys on TikTok. G, you know how we do it. As the draft comes in, we'll be going live as well on here. So catch us here as we give those up to up updates on those draft picks, and as free agent rolls in, we'll get it all in there, man.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna start looking into some of these draft picks and getting into these receivers and running backs and cornerbacks and things like that. Okay, guys, it's almost time to get off. So anyway, thank y'all, man. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and share the video. Like I always say, continue to stay safe and be blessed. Deuces. We're